What's up, my Pacific Northwest ninjas? Welcome to another video. I've got a great hike lined up for you today. I've been looking to do this trail for about 2 years now, and the day has finally arrived. So I am at the Herman Creek trailhead in northern Oregon alongside the Columbia River, where I'm going to be taking the Herman Creek trail, hopping on a couple other trails, and taking that to Indian Point. Now, I found out about Indian Point just from a random hiker a couple years ago that I met on a trail. And Indian Point is supposed to offer the best view overlooking the Columbia River Gorge. That's right, I didn't say one of the best, I said the best. So I am really excited to confirm that or not. The hike to Indian Point is not trafficked much at all, and that's because it's a difficult trail. Now, you can either do an out and back, but I'm going to do a lollipop loop. So I'm looking at 8 miles total, 4 miles straight up and then 4 miles down. Now, this is a difficult hike because there is a lot of elevation gain. There is a 2-mile section where we're going to have over 2,000 feet of ascent. Now, it is just a beautiful day out, and you know what that means. I'm going to bring my drone with me, so can't wait to get some nice shots overlooking the gorge. All right, ninjas, are you ready to see the beautiful Pacific Northwest? Good. Let's get going. So we've reached a junction in the trail where you can continue on the Herman Bridge Trail and Pacific Crest Trail, or continue on the Herman Creek Trail. We're going to continue on the Herman Creek Trail. I've reached another junction in the trail. We're gonna hop on NwH&x, and we got 2 miles up to Indian Point with about 2,100 feet of elevation gain. So this is definitely gonna be a workout, but it will definitely be worth it. All right, let's get this climb over with. So after a final steep descent, we have made it to Indian Point, and this is one of the most incredible views I've ever seen overlooking the Columbia River Gorge. And not only that, we've got a beautiful clear view of Mount Adams. Yeah, I gotta say, out of all the hikes I've done along the Columbia River Gorge, this is definitely number one in my book, without a doubt. So the earlier view we had was a view of the gorge looking down the western side, and now we have a view overlooking the eastern side of the gorge, and this is just as spectacular. All right, guys, there you have it, Indian Point. I'm so happy I'm finally able to check this one off the list. I've been looking to do this one for a couple of years now, and what a perfect day to do this hike. Great weather, and I gotta say, after my 5 years of hiking the Pacific Northwest, this is definitely number one on my list for views overlooking the Columbia River Gorge. Now, this trail is hardly trafficked at all because, like I've mentioned before, there is a lot of elevation gain, and the last quarter mile to Indian Point there is a steep descent, which means you're going to have a steep ascent on the way back. And there were lots of parts of the trail that were completely overgrown. I mean, I would look down at times and I wouldn't even be able to see the trail. But after Indian Point, it's all downhill from here. All right, guys, comment below. Let me know your thoughts on Indian Point, those views, the drone footage. Man, I had an absolute blast on this trail. Really beautiful, and it was well worth it. I mean, if you want to see the best views, then you have to earn it, right? And this trail, you definitely have to earn those views. And again, in my opinion, on the Oregon side of the Columbia River. Indian Point will give you the best views overlooking the gorge. Hands down, it's #1 on my list. Don't forget to like the video and share the video if you know anyone else who wants to see the beautiful Pacific Northwest. If you haven't done so yet, subscribe to the channel so you can be a Pacific Northwest ninja. And I'm going to take you to see even more scenic views, mountains, lakes, rivers, and other beautiful parts of the Pacific Northwest. All right, that's going to do it for me. I hope you guys have an awesome day, and I'll catch you on my next adventure.